at a period while our waste management and our ecological effect is solidly by the searchlight. News story in previous July how Vogue Mark Burberry had burnt nearly £30 meter, $40 meter, of stockpile has inflicted indignation. But how common is stockpile destroying at the Standard? Ursula de Castro is the company founder and artistic CEO of militant team Vogue, who haul brands on manufacture clarity. She describes landfill and flaming as Vogue's obscene outdoor open secret and says she has been wait many decades for a history love Burberry's to come. Just 6 replied in breakdowns or future data, and the otherwise told they could not assist or did not answer at all. Lot now opt to issue late of year accountable how part advance on workers' rights and ecological stability. The data on Burberry's stockpile flaming was liberated in one such a paper, and Ursula points out how the planner is in reality one of the largest translucent. So why is stockpile destroying though a item? Planner brands characteristically job on lot reduce stockpile levels rather than top street retailers, so their waste management stockpile should be reduce. Retail dealer in Inditex, who own brands Love Zara and Bershka, job on a such pattern, purchase little batches at the begin of the time of year and with client popular to measuring device how lot more than to make. Greater business producers include more stockpile levels and tend to at first bring prices to change their food, later recirculate or resale which is leftward. In several cases, foreign companies who specialize in driving on unsold consumer goods are utilized by several retailers. Other include adoptee initiatives to sacrifice undesirable clothing to NGOs and public enterprises. But ecological activists say Vogue's waste management issue is lot greater rather than fair unsold stockpile. They accuse Quick Vogue, a period description our top bet of Vogue intake spurred by the number of new clothing how go on selling. Time our desire for Vogue is at low portion of the issue. Experts say the production himself as necessary to be smarter in manufacture to reduce ecological harm. The meeting was organized by a team named World Vogue Order of Business, who wish brands to accept initiatives love with monofibers instead of artificial and blended fiber drapery, that are difficult to break down downward in the recirculation trial. It is alleged how just 1% of our clothes is eventually processed in new garments since of the difficulty, instead of proper items love isolation and cloths, that in rotate may end up in garbage dump. By May 2018, 12.5% of the World Vogue marketplace had signed up to the 2020 targets, consisting big world names Love Nika, ASOS and Space. Specific brands are capitalizing on the ecological wavelength to set aspiring targets for themselves. Adidas for sample include devoted to just with recirculation plasticity in their shoes by 2024 and H&M says it hopes to just use stable material in its manufacture by 2030. Nest Ostrowski, who rest a business how advises retailers how top to recirculate their clothing, believes Quick Vogue it is not fair in production issue but a public one too much. Human beings just don't know how big adverse effect Vogue production is on the environmental and how rapidly how has to changing, he says. It fair just cannot go on in the way it is currently. He has advanced an app how encourages consumer to recirculate their clothing by offer incentives such as retail dealer sale. He believes retailers who income of clothing include a liability to superior report, promote and incentivize recirculation of customers. The mood is supported by activists such as Greenpeace, who say Vogue's roundness targets do not go far quite. They say the production is necessary to halt sale inexpensive quick fashion generally, defending for a slowing our present intake standard. Portion of Vogue retailers' advertisement policy to junior audiences is now via public print. Famous figures are driven on executive board for link collaborations and on the internet influencers are shipped consumer goods for complimentary to assist contribute them to their followers. Down there's departure to be a tip spot wherever consumer will begin vision the act of accumulation or pulling consumer goods as adverse, Ursula of Vogue says. That influencers order now will movie themselves potable of 50 various plasticity straws since they are 50 various colors? How would see so incorrect order now but 2 years ago would include bin penalty. She has treated in the Vogue production for year defending for UPC equaling of means. The as well has exchange in the on the internet planet, in bloggers and public print accounts dividing consultation on how to maintenance, recycling or redirect our clothing in resourceful ways. Requested for consultation on how to oppose the seduction to expend, she recommends human beings back to charming emotionally in their clothes, training to loving the things they own and take much longer to believe next purchases. Torment oneself a slight beat. Since in fact wait for thing, wait to see if you very wish it, wait to see if it has a feature in yours lifetime and later purchase it is nice.